Greetings, YouTube. I have been enjoying the Fallout series. I'm not done yet. I think we're uh, 5 episodes in or something, and having a good time. Walton Goggins is just brilliant as the ghoul, and the main character played by Ellen Ella Purnell is also excellent. Um, and I've been watching people play Fallout for years. It's not a game I'm probably ever going to play, but I love seeing what people do with the game and how they played it in different manners. Many a true nerd, John from Many a True Nerd, he plays the game. He plays with the mechanics, and sometimes he'll do very strange things like uh, kill everything, or you only live once. And he finished one of the uh, games with like 1 hit point, but he completed the game. He actually completed all of the main storyline with 1 hit point left, never healing through the entire thing. It was fabulous. And I watch Gopher because he plays immersive characters. He plays the character inside the world, something that John doesn't really do. So it's a completely different mode of playing, and I enjoy all of it. Even if the Fallout universe makes no sense, people love the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic. I mean, I make post-apocalyptic weapons for a reason. It's a hobby. Okay, I have many, many of them, and all of them were made by me. Um, but I've had a problem with it for years when it came to the currency. The bottle cap is a terrible currency. See, it's not controlled from a central source. Because it's not controlled from a central source, it is not a stable currency. Anyone could find a truck carrying a load of bottle caps that was going from point A to point B before the war, or they could find a factory that makes the bottle caps, and suddenly the entire area is flooded with bottle caps and the economy collapses. Okay? There's no reason they didn't use precious metals. Zero reason they didn't use precious metals other than they like the aesthetic of people using bottle caps. There are people right now in the real world that are buying up silver quarters, because at one time quarters in the United States were made with actual silver, because they're preparing for the post-apocalyptic event that's going to happen. Pick one. There are conspiracy theories all over the place about what's going to cause it, and they want a currency that's going to continue to have value after the collapse of the banking system. They know that precious metals will still have value. And that would be true in the Fallout universe too, so there's no reason they didn't use it. However, someone has introduced a currency to the Fallout universe that makes sense. And that is Fallout London. It's a completely fan-made addition to the Fallout universe. It's the first game set outside the United States. And what I've seen so far, it is brilliant. These people need to get hired by actual gaming companies. They need to start making official Fallout content. These folks are geniuses. And the currency in the Fallout London campaign that they've done are tickets from the subway. So the London Underground, the tickets that you use to go from point A to point B, they are the currency. And they were created by one source, which means there's a limited number of them. You know where they came from. You can verify that they actually are official, though people can try to counterfeit them. It's going to be difficult to do that and have them pass muster forever. That means that those tickets are currency, sensible currency. Yes, I know that in the real world they should still have be using precious metals. But if people want to use something which is going to give you the post-apocalyptic vibe, using the tickets from the London Underground makes perfect sense. It is an inspired decision, and it makes so much more sense than bottle caps. Now, I don't know why they made that decision. Okay, again, bottle caps have been used throughout the entire Fallout, universe. Someone on that in that group that was designing this campaign, maybe like me, thinks God bottle caps are dumb. And so maybe they thought, well, I don't want to use bottle caps. What can we use in London that is ubiquitous and yet has an original limited source the city. So there's not going to be an endless supply of them. It is unlikely that you're ever going to find huge quantities of them. No more likely than you'd be able to find huge quantities of cash in our world. Yes, it happens. People do it, but it's not likely. It is not a common event. And because they're from one source, they can be an actual functioning currency. So thrilled to death by this. Truly, absolutely made me smile the first time I saw what they were doing. It's a brilliant, brilliant campaign. If you haven't played it or you haven't seen somebody do it, I recommend it. I'm watching two different playthroughs with Gopher and John from Many a True Nerd. In fact, I'm watching one of John's videos right now, and I remembered I wanted to make this one, so I stopped watching it, and now I'm going to watch. Now I'm doing this. Then I'm going to go back and finish watching his latest episode. And it's a lot of fun, and the currency makes sense, and that makes me inordinately happy. I know I am very nerdy. Part of that is because I've been a nerd my entire life. Part of it is because I'm autistic. Autistic people can have strange focuses and interests. And apparently, post-apocalyptic currency is one of mine. Not to mention, making post-apocalyptic weapons is also one of my nerdy autistic habits. Most people don't do this for a hobby, and especially most people don't do it till they have an entire shop full of these things. So, yeah, kudos to the Fallout London folks for using a real currency. I really do appreciate it.